you are running a business and multiple salespersons are working for you. They are doing the sales calls, then they are doing the demo calls, but you cannot attend all those. But you want the information related to that meetings. So if we can solve this problem. We can create an automation that will analyze your call, then that will give the feedback to the particular salesperson, then that will analyze the red flags, then potential opportunities, and how much is the priority of the customer. This all the information into your CRM, and also you can get the minutes of meeting into your mailbox. So let's see how we can do that. If you want me to develop this automation for you, then feel free to connect with me. I have given the calendar link in the below description. So let's see how we can do this in the N8N. So let's start with our workflow. So I have created one workflow with mid analysis. So this N8N I have hosted locally. So if you don't know how to host N8N locally, you can watch this video. So now let's start with our workflow. So for this workflow, we will be needing one Zoom's node that will listen to the transcript and give it to and add it to our Google Drive, and we will be downloading that and using that for the analysis purpose. But for this video tutorial, I have already created one transcript file in the PDF into one Google Drive folder. So I am starting from that step. So for that, first of all, add the first node, that is the Google Drive. In the Google Drive, we will be looking on the changes of involving our specific folder. So I have created a folder. So firstly, set your credentials. So I am setting my credentials. Here is the poll time. So here we have selected every minute. So it will check after every minute for the new file in that particular folder. What means if any changes happen in that specific folder, then here select the folder. To select the folder, we have to click here. So here there are multiple folders which I have configured onto my Google Drive. So here I am selecting one of the folder, that is the transcript CRM. So here is this folder, transcript CRM. In that I have added the sample transcript. Then I will be watching this for the file created, file updated, file go to created, folder updated. So I am looking for the file created. So let's fetch that event. So now it has fetched it. So after fetching it, our next step is to download this file so that we can use it. So let's add the next node, that is the Google Drive. In that we have to download a file. So select the download file. So here is the resource, is the file. So we have to download it. So we have to select that file. So I am checking for the in the JSON data what information I have, and that information I will be using for that. So here we have the ID. So I will be using that ID to get that particular file. So here in the file, just select the by ID and just drag this ID and paste it here. And let's test this step if it is downloading that file or not. So now with the help of this ID, it is downloading that file. So but currently if we see this file we have, it is in the binary format. So we need to convert that into the readable format. So we have to add one node which will extract the data from that binary to the readable format. For that we have to add extract node. So here is a extracting from the PDFs. So I'm selecting extract from PDFs. So here is the input binary field. So we are setting that to the data only. Then we will be testing this step. if that data is coming in the proper format or not. So here we can see that in the JSON format, in the test, we got this information from that file. Okay, so now our transcript is in readable format. So now what we are doing, we will be adding two AI nodes, one to fetch the client information and one for the analysis purpose. So let's add it. So open AI node I'm adding. That is the message model. So I'm selecting OpenAI's 4 mini model. So let's select 4 only. Then I'm selecting the role as system. So for that system, I have to give some text. So that text we can give that extract client information from the text. So the client information is name and email. Extract client's name and email from the text. So that text is going to be this text. So I'm just dragging this text and dropping here. So yes. Then I'm selecting the output content as a JSON. So it will give us the output in the JSON format. So let's test this step. So now here we can see that it has given us the client name and the client email. So let's back onto the canvas. Then now we have to add the second node to fetch the analysis, all the analysis which we want to do. So for that, we'll just add one more node, that is the basic LLM. Basic LLM chain. So add it. Firstly, wire it up. So we will be wiring from here only. In the basic LLM chain, what we are doing is we will be adding a prompt to it. So we will be giving the data that is the text to this. Then we need a specific format in which we want this all the information. So I'm selecting this also. Then next we have to add the prompt to it. So we will be adding one prompt. So I have already created one prompt. So you can get this prompt easily by using the OpenAI, and that's ChatGPT or by anyway. So I'm just copying it and pasting it in the message. So now let's add the model to it. So I will recommend you to use Anthropic chat model for this because it's better in analysis purpose and it will give you proper data. But for this tutorial, I'm using the OpenAI chat model. So I'm using the GPT-4o. After that, we need to give the output parser. So what we want. So if you see the message here, what message I have given. So here we have said we have given the message to this LLM that he needs to act as a multi-fact sales analysis expert, and its task is to analyze the provided transcript of a sales call and generate the structure out. So in that output, what we want, that is the persona, its persona, then what are the red flags, then what are the potential opportunities, then qualification score, then we want deal transcript analysis, then deal probability, then we want the priority, then sales call feedback, then what is the name of the deal, then create the minutes of meeting. So we want this all the information to be created in a specific format. So for that we have to give the exact output schema to it so that it will understand. So you can create the exact output script for this also using the help of ChatGPT. I have already created one structure output, so I will be using that. So this is the output, so I'm copying it and just pasting it here. If you don't see the content, I have given the persona, red flag, potential opportunities, qualification scope, then deal transcript analysis, deal name, deal probability, priority, sales call feedback, and MI. So let's test this. So for testing it, just click on the test tab. Let's see how it is giving the output. So it's taking some time. So now here we can see that it has created the persona, red flags, potential opportunities, then what is the qualification score, then deal script analysis, deal name. It has given the deal proper deal name, then what is the probability, means likelihood of that deal to be happen. So it has created the 500 and the priority of the of that particular customer, that's the medium. Then what is the feedback of that call. So this all the information it has created. Then you can see the minutes of meeting. So let's see that in the schema only. So here these have created the minutes of meeting also. So here they have mentioned that Anand introduced AI automation service, and Johnson's mentioned current manual processes. Then Anand has offered insights and potential time saving benefits and ROI. Then Johnson's expressed its initial hesitations about but agreed to a free demo. Then the that's demo is scheduled on the March 1st at 3 p.m. So that for the MOM, which is M1 on that meet. So that data which we have got, so we need to merge it and we need to store into the CRM. So for that we need to create first the fields. So I am creating the fields here first. Edit fields. So here firstly I am executing previous mode. So we will be having the data. I am dragging the fields here. That is the name, then email ID, so now what I have done, that data is in the JSON format and inside the message, inside the content. So I have just simplified that into the just only the name and email. So similarly we will be doing with this basic LLM's output data also. Firstly we need to execute the previous node. After executing the previous node we will be having all the data here. So first I am dragging the persona and red flag, then potential opportunity, then qualification score, then deal transcript analysis, deal name, deal probability, priority, then feedback, and lastly MOM. Just we need to give the proper names to that fields which we have added. So I'm just removing this because it has the proper names. So here I have removed the output.content from here. So that we don't require to always use output.content to get this feeds. Now test it. So here we can see that we got all the data, and if we check in the JSON, so yes, so we got all this data. So after that we need to merge it. So for merging the data, I'm just adding one merge node. So it will take the data from the multiple nodes and give us the single out. So for that, firstly we need to join it. So first input is our from this edit field first, and second is from the this lower edit fields. We can give it the proper names. So instead of edit fields, customer detail, we also can fetch the phone number also. Customer details. And we give a name to this as meet details. So I'm renaming it. So in the merge, let's see what is the output. So it has not merged it properly. Let's see why it has not merged it. Oh, so I think the reason is this client name. Instead of that, some wrong information got added here. So that's why it was like this. Client underscore name. Okay, we will just simply keep as name. Then here we need to add the client email. Just drag this client email and paste it here. So now test it. So now we got the proper data, and if we test this step, then it has created the merge of these both the inputs. So here we can see that it has all the information. So now we will be updating this data into the CRM. If you are using any CRM, you can add into that. If you are not using any CRM, you can use Excel also. So for that, I have created one Excel sheet into my Google Drive. So I will show you that first. In the Zoom CRM, I have created one sales call Excel sheet. So I'm just copying this Excel sheet link. So I have copied this link and we'll be adding this. So for that, to add this, we need to just add the node of that Google Sheets. And here what we are doing, that appending or updating the row in the sheet. So I am adding this. So now we have to add, means we have to select this resource, that is the sheet within the document. Then operation is append or update row. Then the document, Either we can select it from the list by URL or by ID. So I am using the URL. I am pasting that URL which I have copied, and let's it fetch the sheets. So it has the sheet 1 only, so I am selecting that sheet 1, and we can map the each column manually. So here in the persona, just paste it here, red flags, in the red flag, something has happened, but why it is showing undefined? Third persona here. Okay, select to match. So I'm selecting the match based on the deal name, or we can map each column automatically. So this will save our time because I have created that sheet and that have exactly same column names as the names given here. So let's as this step. So node is executed successfully, and is all the information should save into this Excel sheet. So now let's see. So here at the row number 8, it has added this information. So here the red flags might not prioritize automations currently, potential low urgency, then potential opportunity, then what is the qualification score, what is the deal name, then sales calls feedback. Here is the meeting of minutes of meeting, and all the information here be. I think it hasn't mapped all the columns properly. Let's map it manually only. Storing the data properly, because we are not getting the data properly through this merge. So in this merge, we need to combine it instead of appending it. So for that, we need to select the combine mode. Then we need to combine by, we have 3 options, that is a combine item with the same field value, and combining item based on their order, then all possible combinations. So we are using the all possible combination because we are doing the cross join, because the data from the first node and the data from the second node, they don't have any similar column. So we will be doing a cross join that will attach all the data into the single combination. So if we can see the output, so we got this name, email, and the data from the second node into the one object only. So after that, in the Google Sheet node, we need to map that columns properly. So for that mapping of that columns, we need to select each node and drag it from here and drop into the actual column mapping. So for the potential opportunities, just drag and drop. Qualification score, I'm dragging and dropping here. Then mid analysis. So percentage accept transcript. Transcript analysis, we go into the mid analysis. Then deal name, we go into the deal name. Firstly, we will add the deal probability. Drag it, drop it. Deal probability, then priority, then sales call feedback, MOM, client name, then the email. You don't need this name field. So we have we have map on the columns here. So let's test it. So now it has executed this node successfully. Let's check our Excel sheet. So here we can say that we got this data, that is the operations manager exploring might not prioritize, offer a tailored demo, then what is the qualification score, mid analysis, then deal name, then probability, priority, sales call, what are the minutes of meeting, then what is the name of the client, then email. We got all this information. So now let's add one more node to send this minutes of meeting to the user, to the selected person, that is the business owner. So for that we need to add Gmail node. So in this Gmail node we need to send a message. So select send the message node. So this is the message action, that is the send the message. So I have already connected the Gmail account to the N8N, so I don't need to add it. But if you want to add this, then just click on this create new credentials and you can create that credentials. So now resources is the message, the operation is the send to, so that information will be sent to, I am adding my email address. What is the subject? Minutes of meeting. Then here I am appending the name of the deal. Then email type. So email type I am selecting as a text and dropping the M1. So now let's test this step. Let's see if it is sent. Yeah, so it got sent. So our workflow now is created. So let's test this whole workflow once. Just click on this test workflow. It will run this. So now updating the Google Sheets, now sending the let's check our email. So I am in the inbox. So now I got two emails, one of the previous one and now this is one, that is the minutes of meeting AI automation demo with the Johnsons, and these are the minutes of meeting, that is the client is handling the process manually causing insufficiency, then offer a free custom AI demo tailored to the client need, and schedule a follow-up call on March 1st at 3 p.m. to discuss the details. So now here you can see that it has added this, appended this email was sent automatically with N8N. So you can remove this. To remove this, just go on to this node, add option in the reply or append N8N attribution, just off this field and test it again. So now the message is sent. Now if we check our latest email, so in that we don't have this fit. So yeah, this was it. If you want me to build this system for you, then you can connect with me using the link given below. Thank you.